Right now, as you are watching this video, think about how many hours you have already spent staring at a screen today. Most adults worldwide spend between 7 and 11 hours per day looking at digital devices, and the consequences for your eyes are more serious than most people realize. You have probably felt it yourself. At some point during the day, that heavy, blurry, gritty feeling that makes it hard to focus on anything. Today I am going to show you a simple 3-minute routine that you can do anywhere, anytime, to relieve that discomfort fast, along with the real science that explains exactly why it works. First, you need to understand what is actually happening inside your eyes. Research shows that approximately 69% of adults globally experience what is called digital eye strain or computer vision syndrome among people who use screens for 8 or more hours a day. That number jumps to 90%. The root cause comes down to two things happening simultaneously. Inside your eye, a tiny muscle called the ciliary muscle constantly adjusts the thickness of your lens to keep things in focus. When you stare at a screen at close range for extended periods, this muscle locks into a contracted position and essentially cramps up, just like your hand would if you clenched your fist for 2 straight hours without releasing it. At the same time, research has measured that the average blink rate drops from a healthy 15 to 20 blinks per minute down to just 5 to 7 blinks per minute while staring at screens. That is less than 1/3 of the normal rate. Your tear film evaporates faster than it can be replenished, leaving the eye surface dry, irritated, and blurry. Together, these two mechanisms explain the vast majority of the blurry, heavy eye symptoms that people experience every single day. The 3-minute routine works by directly addressing both of these problems. The routine has 3 steps of 1 minute each, and all you need is your hands and a wall or window nearby. Step 1 is palming. Start by rubbing your hands together briskly for about 30 seconds, until you feel warmth building in your palms. Then gently cup your warm hands over your closed eyes, making sure no light gets through. Simply breathe slowly and let the warmth do its work for 1 full minute. This feels like rest, but it is actually backed by solid research. A study published in a peer-reviewed ophthalmology journal confirmed that applying gentle heat around the eye area significantly increases blood flow velocity in the vessels behind the eye. Improved circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reaching the retina, the ciliary muscle, and the surrounding tissue. The heat from your palms, which naturally sits around 40 degrees Celsius, is precisely warm enough to dilate the small blood vessels around the eye without any risk. Step 2 is near and far focus shifting. After palming, open your eyes and hold your thumb about 30 centimeters or roughly 1 foot in front of your face. Focus sharply on your thumbnail for 3 seconds. Then shift your gaze to something at least 6 meters, or about 20 feet away, and hold that focus for 3 seconds. Keep alternating back and forth for 1 full minute. A 2023 study found that this type of ciliary muscle training, repeatedly cycling between close and far focal distances, produced statistically significant improvements in accommodation ability. In plain terms, it actively loosens the cramped ciliary muscle, the same way that stretching loosens a tight hamstring after a long run. You can do this exercise while wearing glasses or contact lenses without any adjustment. Step 3 is deliberate blinking combined with figure 8 eye movement. Begin by slowly closing and fully opening your eyes 10 times, holding each position for 2 seconds. This is not fast blinking. The goal is to spread fresh tear film evenly across the entire eye surface. Research confirms that even deliberate, intentional blinking is effective at short-term relief of dry eye symptoms. Following the blinking, trace a large imaginary figure 8 in the air in front of you with your eyes, moving slowly and smoothly. Complete 5 rotations clockwise and 5 counterclockwise. This engages all 6 of the external eye muscles that control eye movement, releasing tension that builds up when the eyes are held in one fixed position for too long. All 3 steps together take exactly 3 minutes. The ideal frequency is to use this routine roughly every 20 minutes of screen use, which aligns with the globally recommended 20-20-20 principle, but significantly expands on it. A clinical study testing a version of this approach over 2 weeks found that participants experienced meaningful reductions in both eye strain and dry eye symptoms, compared to those who did not take structured breaks. However, there is something critically important to understand here. This routine is designed for everyday screen-related eye fatigue and dryness. It is not a treatment for medical eye conditions. If you notice sudden blurring in only one eye, rainbow-colored halos around lights, a sudden loss of part of your visual field, or any pain inside the eye, please stop and see an eye specialist immediately. Cataracts affect approximately 70% of adults over 60 and cause progressive blurring. Glaucoma damages the optic nerve silently with almost no early symptoms. Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of blindness in adults over 50 worldwide. None of these conditions respond to eye exercises. Early diagnosis and professional treatment are the only appropriate response. To complement the daily routine, try to eat foods rich in lutein and zeaxanthin such as spinach, kale, and egg yolks, since research links a daily intake of 10 mg of lutein to measurably higher macular pigment density. Eat fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week. For the omega-3 fatty acids that stabilize the tear film, drink at least 1.5 to 2 liters of water daily. Since your tears are 98% water, position your monitor so the center of the screen sits 15 to 20 degrees below your eye level and keep it between 50 and 70 centimeters away from your face. Your eyes are the window through which you experience everything in life. 3 minutes is all it takes to give them the attention they deserve. If this video helped you, please tap the like button right now and share it with someone who spends long hours in front of a screen. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new health video every week. See you in the next one.